Hey Man Shop family, today we are excited to bring to you a new segment called Let's Talk Shop. It's where we sit down with our friends and talk about some of our favorite brands and styles, but most importantly, how we make it our own style. Today we are here with Mike Tell. He is the brand rep of Hagen Shirts and Jack Victor Clothing. So Mike, thanks for being here today.
It's my pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about Jack Victor.
Jack Victor has been in business since 1913. They are third generation family-owned business that has really evolved to being the largest tailored clothing manufacturer in North America.
So that's made in Canada, right?
Made in Montreal by, we have about 1,000 workers pre-COVID. But we have 1,000 workers manufacturing everything in Montreal.
You know, I tell you what, Jack Victor has really been consistent for us because we have a lot of people, because it's a very clean, classic style, but it's not boring or stuffy. I mean, you make it very, very interesting, which I really admire about the brand a lot.
That's the premise of the company. We go to Italy every season. COVID, we've had to make some adjustments, but we buy everything directly out of Italy. It's an Italian garment, meaning linings, buttons, fabrics from the finest Italian mills, Loro Piana, Barberis, etc. Everything, it comes directly from Italy, and we make an Italian garment made in Montreal at prices that are probably, we believe we are intrinsically the best value of any garment, not only in the US, but in the world.
So since you carry Hagen Shirts as well, right?
I also am a rep for Hagen Shirts. It's an interesting new line of tailored sport and dress shirts.
So Jack Victor is essentially a Italian aesthetic. So how does Hagen blend in with that? What's their style?
Very, very similar. Hagen's made in Poland with all Italian fabrics.
Really?
Italian and Spanish fabrics, let's say. So we use the finest fabrics. We make it in Poland because it's very cost effective, but we're giving you a $250 shirt that retails at $185. So the very, very similar attributes of this company versus Jack Victor.
I will say what I admire most about Hagen is the collar. You can tell he puts a lot of effort into the collar because that's the first thing that people see, and it's beautiful, especially a button down. It rolls really well.
Yeah, so his product is, even though it's made in Poland, it's to his specs. And as I said, he has a great history in this industry. He knows what he wants, and they make his shirt for him, not an Italian fit, but an American contemporary fit that he has put together under his specs and with his fabrication.
Well, we could sit here and talk about it all the time, but I said we go take a look at some samples. What do you think?
That'd be great.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we're here with some samples. Now, you had said it's kind of an Italian-inspired garment. What's your house style for Jack Victor?
Well, today we are a tailored garment that is softer and stylish for many different men, from the young to the more mature, but everything has got rounded shoulders, softer fronts, and just easy to wear.
What's kind of interesting is out of the 5 garments, you know, what we're wearing and here with the samples, only one of them has a little bit of a, and this isn't sharp at all. It just gives it a little bit of structure. So
yeah, our suits are going to be a little bit more structured for the most part than our sport coats.
So how does Jack Victor set the standard for quality?
I mean, that's in our DNA. We want to use the best fabrics. We use fabrics that you will see in designer Italian lines for well over $2,000. The inside of our garment is also out of the best of Italy, from canvas to buttons to shoulder pads. Everything is out of Italy, and everything is a spectacular value at in this construction.
So you had said that, you know, everything is soft, and that's kind of where we're seeing, you know, the industry go. So how does Jack Victor stay up to date with the modern man?
I mean, our guys, before COVID, we go to Italy every season. We send 3 or 4 guys to Italy. We are constantly looking at what goes there. Italy drives our business. The fashion out of Italy is the best, but we want to translate it for the American man so that it's not too trim and it's not too young and it's not too far out there, but it is definitely the influence, and the reason that we are around is that we really believe in what Italy does.
So we had talked about Hagen Shirts earlier and how you've got the classic design, but it's not stuffy. It's still very modern. So, you know, we've got some styles here. So, you know, we've got what, casual, dressy, I mean, if we could just touch real quick, I mean, what are the differences here?
So basically, Hagen does very, very similar things as far as philosophy as Jack Victor. Again, European fabrications, European make, a phenomenal collar that you will never see on a shirt at this price point.
It stands up really well, even when you don't wear a tie.
Again, Hagen designed this himself. He wanted to stand up a little bit higher, and he's really achieved it well. The fabrics he uses are great, and you'll have just a regular dressy collar. You'll have some spread collars. You'll have some button-down collars. We even make an under-button collar. So we cover the gamut of different collars, and we even make multiple fits. So we have a contemporary fit, and we have a classic fit too.
Okay, so we've learned about the shirts and Jack Victor, so let's step over here and see how we style it for us. So you've seen us talk about this jacket before. So this is the new model that Jack Victor has called the Marcus. So it's got a very soft shoulder, wide peak lapel. I did the flat pockets, and this was just a really cool fabric. I will say, you got me hooked on these soft garments because they just feel so comfortable. But let's talk about what you're wearing. I mean, this is a really cool ensemble, you know, this boucle fabric, is that what you call it?
Yep.
Let's
So
talk about this.
basically, same thing. This is just a little bit more mature version of what Austin was wearing. Also, the M-body, ultra soft shoulder, little eased up in the waist. Boucle fabric, so you have these little slubs and multicolor. Brown, because brown is my color, and that's what I wear. Robert Jensen pocket square, Robert Jensen tie, of course, a Hagen shirt with it, and pants are Jack Victor. This is a Texas weight flannel, so ultra lightweight, but a flannel pants, and even Marco Liani socks, and that's my deal today.
To kind of, you know, wrap up, you know, what can we look forward to with Jack Victor and Hagen?
Well, you know, in this day of COVID or toward the end of COVID, it's really, recess is about to be over, hopefully sooner rather than later. And we are going to start thinking about dressing up more. But things have changed. People are going to want things a little bit more casual, but you still want to be dressed. So in the future, we're going to see a lot of really soft clothing from Jack Victor. We have new innovations of fabrics. We have knits that look like wovens. We have this ultra soft shoulder. But the world is changing, and we really recommend that you start to no longer dress for recess, but it's now time to dress for success.
Don't dress for recess, dress for success. I love that.
There you go.
That's good. Can we use that, or is it trademarked?
I'll give you the rights.
Okay, good. You saw it here first. We've got video evidence. Mike, again, thank you so much. I mean, it was a pleasure to, you know, learn about the brand and spend time with you. I mean, you're always a pleasure to be around. So
Thank you very much.
Guys, feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Again, we're so grateful that Mike took time out of his day to be here. So, you know, keep your eyes peeled for some new items that we've got coming up soon. We'll talk soon.
Thanks.